Yeah. You already know what it is. You already know what it do.
Lit.
We back.
Haha, what's it? We back. Hey, let's go ahead and do this, man. First place, Atlanta Falcons. One time for the fan. Let's start the show. Oh, yeah. It's a good feeling. That first place feeling. I haven't said that in a long time, man. I haven't. These vibes. One time for the fan. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. Got the homies with me. Chase, 3,000. Oh, wait, no. Chase, Gravy, and Bodie, 3,000. Jesus.
Jeez.
Chase, you better call you 5,000 or 10,000 or something, Bodie.
Yeah.
What is going on out here?
Damn.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing damn good.
I guess we look alike, Chase.
That's it. That's what it is.
No, I mean, I told you he got some of that spray paint in his eyes and painting trash cans at work. You know,
Jeez. Spray painting trash cans. God.
yeah, that's tough.
Getting crazier and crazier by the minute. Chase, what's up, man? You good?
Yeah, man. Chilling. Loving first place. That's for sure. Had a damn good weekend. Sunday was for sure a great time. Been working this week, man. Ready to get to the game Sunday.
Work. That's what everybody doing. From us to the Falcons. Excuse me. Coaching staff. Everybody. Work. Falcons got back to work. Oh, special guest. Wait a minute. Special guest in the house. Oh, snap. You early.
Lag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not the binoculars. Yeah, my boy Chase by the binoculars out early. Where you at? Gosh. It is what it is. One time for the fan.
Yes, sir.
Chase Cravy's here. Bodie 3,000 is here. And Boo Man Shout It is here. Gosh. Hey, Boo Man, you can say this for me. Say, we got on my 40, homie. Say that for me. Say that real quick.
Shit.
I got the jokes.
Yeah, hit that like button, hit that share button. You know we talking about one thing and one thing only: the Atlanta Falcons. Chat's going crazy already. LaMarcus Boyd, one time for the fan. You already know. Welcome. Justin Newman, LaMarcus Boyd, rise up towards in here. Bus trip to Carolina is almost sold out.
Nice.
I will say it again. The bus trip to Carolina is almost sold out. Get on the bus. I told y'all last to get
Only
on the
people
bus
who 50
weeks
and,
ago.
50 and over know that song. So
Sheesh. Not the 50 and over crowd. Not senior citizen night.
It's good lyrics, mom.
Kira, what's going on? Lyrics, mom. I know she was turning up at the game recently. A diehard Falcon fan that represents the fan base very well. Leisha Shepard is up in here. I literally just recovered from Sunday's game.
Lisa.
Wow.
Feel that. Just got the voice back.
I'm with you. I like what Kirby Smart said too. If you talking, I mean, this is college football, but he said if you're talking on Sunday, if somebody can hear you talk, you're not loud enough Saturday for the Georgia Bulldogs. So that's the same thing we need to do here for the Falcons. If somebody can hear how you talk on Monday, you're not loud enough. You're not loud enough. I'm just telling you right now. These peasants can't tell me nothing. Die hard. Atlanta Falcons fan. Dre is up in the chat. He said, "What's good?" He said, "What's good?"
Good, Dre.
One time for the fan gang. You already know what it is. We got some Falcon news and updates coming up. Depth chart news coming up. Trades and injury update coming up. Bodie's breakdown coming up. Who gets the game ball from Sunday coming up. Offense and defense. What do we have to do to beat the Chargers coming up? Hit that like button. Hit that share button. No, we talking Falcons football. We trying to run it up. Falcon fans, we trying to run it up. Subscribers went up like 7 or 8 since the last show. We doing good. Goddamn. That's what it is. So we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. Rise Up Tour says, get on the bus.
Get on the
Not
bus.
too many seats left. I think it's a 50-passenger bus, and right now it's damn near like 6-7 seats left. So Carolina, we're bringing the Falcons to Charlotte. Coming to kick Sir Purr, whoever the fuck that raccoon is, or whatever that damn thing is. Stevie Carrega's up in here too as well. And Marcus Boyd must be somewhere nearby checking in. Stevie Carrega is super hyped. So he lives in Arizona, right? He's a diehard Falcons fan. He'll just be posting randomly like 3 months away every day. I can't wait to hit Washington and beat these Falcon fans. I can't head out here to Baltimore and beat. I can't wait to get diehard. Every single day, diehard posting, probably marking off the X's on his calendar of when he can get out there to another Falcons game. There's been some diehards out here. So shout out to Stevie Carrega, Marcus Boyd, and the Arizona chapter of the Atlanta Falcon fans. That's right, the Arizona chapter.
Shout out.
I told y'all we working on something. I told y'all we working on something. I ain't got to get a little snippet. As long as product is not clogging your ears, Bodie. Sheesh. Jeff Wolf is already ripping up the jokes early in the show. You know we got to get to it.
Hey.
Cox is up in here. Said one time.
Good,
You already know what it is. Salute, Stevie Carrega. Stevie Carrega, what's up, man? There he is right there. See? Die hard Falcon fan. Living out there on the West Coast. Said Carolina, here we come. We about to pack that stadium out. That's just one thing for them to worry about. Then they got to worry about the play on the field. Emmanuel, what's good? Got a is that a horse you have over there in your profile picture? One time for the fan rodeo day coming up, everybody. I like what you did there. You already know what it is. Get on the bus. All right, now Falcons news and updates. Somebody came back to practice today. I love talking Falcons football, so let's get right to it. So tag your Falcons friends, tag your Falcons family. Let's run it up. Bring the questions about the Chargers. Bring the questions about the upcoming schedule still with the Falcons here, about your thoughts with the Atlanta Falcons, offense, defensive-wise, the trade deadline moves that was made yesterday. Calvin Ridley. It's about goddamn time. Now I can goddamn say that shit. It's about goddamn time to get a goddamn nigga. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. We're going to keep it moving. Chase, depth chart, trades, injury update.
Yes,
Give me some news on the Falcons injury reports. Did somebody come back to practice?
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on?
We'll start with
What we got?
We'll start with the ones that still haven't quietly made it back to practice yet. We'll go with we'll start here. AJ Terrell remained out of practice Wednesday, dealing with a hamstring injury. We all knew that. Something new here on the injury list with Elijah Wilkerson. He missed practice today with an apparent knee injury. Something new that happened throughout this week. I did see another article where it said that he's been dealing with this week in and week out, so it may be just something minor, let him rest up. As far as, as well as Jalen Hawkins, full participant in practice today as well. That man that came back to practice, though, CP, is back and eligible to be returned off IR. We're talking about a guy that racked up 340 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 yards per carry just in 4 weeks. So that alone unlocks such another dynamic part of our offense that we've been missing.
CP's back.
CP's back. As far as your depth chart, still about the same lineup until we hear more news about if CP's playing, if AJ kind of sneaks his way back, but I don't expect it. So we'll see. As far as trades, Rashawn Fenton, that was a good trade. That was a good pickup. Let's see, he was drafted in 2019, a 6th-round pick. So you got him for a 7th-rounder. I mean, really, you didn't bust there. You didn't. I really don't see it as a great signing, but you got depth. Something that we really need with all these injuries that we have. All in all, Terry, also went back and got a 7th-round pick back from the Bills with trading Marlowe. So Terry's moving, man.
Burnt toast. Burnt toast gone?
Gosh, remember, we do not bash or disrespect the players that play for the Atlanta Falcons because they are the logo. But he doesn't play for the Falcons anymore.
He doesn't play for the Falcons anymore.
Burnt toast, it's time for you to get up out of here, and we're glad that you're gone. Now we can say what we have to say. It's been so much time. It's been 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Now we can get it out. Chase, just your thoughts on just having CP back now. When he went out, most Falcon fans said, there it is, star player, he's down. How is this offense going to create something? How is it going to happen? How are we going to get any points on the board? But no, that wasn't the case. The Falcons still found ways to get the job done. In most cases, of course, we had some disappointing losses too as well. But we're 4-4. We're first in the division. You have a big game against the Chargers, but your star running back is back. Before he left, he was 3rd in the league in rushing. And now he gets to get back. I think he's still in the top 10 or 12, I'm not mistaken, in rushing right now, even when he's been injured. So he has a chance to get back and rack up coming up here shortly. But just, Chase, your thoughts. Boom, man, please chime in at the Chase. Just your thoughts on having CP back with the Atlanta Falcons.
It's a big plus, man. I mean, let's just talk about Huntley and Algier, man. Just the role that they've carried. I mean, something that sticks out to me is we was a top 4 in running, even with CP on the lineup. He's been going for 4 weeks now, and we're still top 4. It just goes along with the scheme that Arthur Smith's running, the identity of this offense that we've been talking about this whole season now. It's a big plus. You can carry that over with Huntley and Patterson and Algier getting some touches. You got a 3-headed monster in the backfield. It opens up your passing game. Defense don't know what to do because they're scheming for Cordell Patterson. So it's a major plus.
Yeah, a lot of Falcon fans need to go ahead and check out some of the stats throughout the season before CP got injured. He wasn't much of a receiving back this year. It was all about running the ball for CP. So, I mean, you're getting something here. Mariota over 250 on Sunday, 250 yards, a 3-touchdown game. But you're getting something when it comes to that offense creating. The offense is clicking. And then you have CP coming back, Algier and Huntley, which is pushing the rock. A name that we haven't mentioned in weeks, Damian Williams. Where does this leave him? I mean, hell, even Avery Williams got a chance to get the rock. Looking at your secondary, how they went out and got Rashawn Fenton. Boom, man, you can chime in on CP2 as well after this, but how they went back and got Rashawn Fenton on this trade, maybe Avery Williams slides over back to the secondary now. He used to play cornerback because you want to open up that spot for Damian Williams too as well. Can't gonna have 5 running backs back there. But, Boom, man, just your thoughts on CP being back. You're a big CP guy.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us, man.
CP being back it just brings your almost complete offense back, you know. So the good thing about him, you know, us going through those trials and tribulations, you got to develop a rookie running back that you just drafted to see what you're going to have in the future. And plus, I mean, you know, CP just brings a different kind of speed to the game, I'll say. He's what, 6'2", 220. You know, that's and probably runs like a 4.4. So I mean, that's different. You know, so I think it just opens up our offense a little bit more. You know, we got stagnant at times. You know, during this stretch without him, you just know what you have when it comes to him instead of you've been developing a running back or trying to keep the same run game going. It kind of takes pressure off of Mariota. You know, you don't have to get 50 yards rushing out of him now. You literally got, you know, 2 or 3 backs that can, you know, get the job done. So I mean, like I said, I'm glad for the Falcons when it comes to us being able to develop, you know, Huntley. So now we got a power back. You know, you got a scat back. You know, so now it just brings a different, you know, dynamic that we need right now because we're trying to, you know, keep it going. You know, trying to roll. So. And plus, I mean, anybody off injury that, you know, you lost, you want back because, you know, you want a complete team. The healthiest team makes it to the end.
That's right. The healthiest team makes it to the end. That's true. That's true. And that's just piggyback off what you said. If Mariota wants to run for 50 yards on top of CP rushing for 150, hell, the team rushing stats this year have been pretty good. So continue doing what you're doing, Mariota, because even just on plays like what he did against Carolina, and we talked about that in, you know, other Falcons chats that I'm in, that was a sack for Carolina on that play.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was a sack. And I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to go back into the past, but if it was, you know, a certain quarterback of ours from the past.
Yeah, you're going in.
Chances are it could have been a sack.
Situation.
You know, chances are we would have got sacked.
The way Mariota was able to escape the pocket rush up, the cutback, the elusiveness, the vision, the awareness of Mariota. Something that I think Falcon fans have been waiting for a long time, and he puts you. We keep saying this every damn week. He put you in a position to win the game. And I must say, with CP coming back, it's going to be pretty big now. It's big to have him back out there. Going to the chat here too as well. With CP or not, we have to find a way to create more plays for Pitts against the Chargers. So one thing you got to look at, we're going to talk about what the Falcons have to do to beat the Chargers, but the Chargers are a tough team. On offense, they're a tough team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't look at most defenses the Falcons played this year outside of the Rams, 49ers, and even maybe the Bucks a little bit. I was looking at it like, oh man, this defense this is a tough defense. Nah, I was looking at our offense like, oh, we're creative as hell. We're gonna put up 20 plus points on the board regardless. I don't give a shit what happens. Chargers have to look at that on Sunday and say the Falcons are rolling to a point where they just put up 37 in the bends. Their lowest game this year, I think, was the 15-point game against the Bucks.
Yeah.
So we have most of our games is over 20 points every game. We can score plus 20. Chargers have to know that. You got to put up points on the board. And if you don't, the Falcons will beat you. And this is a big win for the Falcons on Sunday. So we will get to that. But yeah, the Falcons do have to find more ways to create plays for Kyle Pitts on Sunday because the Chargers defense banged up. So it's a lot to look at. I think Damian is injured, right? Damian is still injured. No
Since
talks
week
about
one.
him since week 1. That's true. No talks about him returning soon.
After one play.
Yeah. A lot of movement going on around the team right now, but no talks about Damian, which I'm like, what are they going to do? But we'll get closer to the bye and find out what's going on. He came over here in a 1-year deal too as well. So securing the spot for next season doesn't seem too likely for Mr. Williams right now due to his injury. But we'll see what happens when he comes back, if he comes back. CP back and Jayhawk back. What up? Dan Burr said he's in chat.
What's it cracking?
Posted this the other day. We do have 9 draft picks for 2023. So if you best believe Terry's going to make some moves.
We're going to get swapping. We're going they don't get swapping.
It's about to happen, folks. So just be prepared for what's going to happen. You're looking at some of these picks that they made with the trade deadline with Rashawn Fenton and moving Calvin and all this stuff. And you're like, what are the Falcons doing? They're rebuilding, but they're also in first place. I forgot to tell you that.
Hell of a
that
rebuild
already.
And we talked about that the other night. Who mentioned that every team goes through a rebuild? I forget who was that. Chase, was that you or Bodie?
I don't remember exactly who said it, but that's a very true statement. Every team has their years and has their downfall years, and from 2017 really to now, it's been downfall, and it's slowly picking up.
It's slowly starting to pick
All
up.
throughout.
First place now since 2016 is big. One game being ahead in first place right now is big. Every team in our division, including us, plays a tough game this week. Every team, from the Saints to the Panthers to the Bucks to us, has a very difficult game this week. And of course, the schedule is going forward. The other 3 teams have more of a difficult schedule than us. So, Falcon fans, just relax. We got a long season left of football to play, but just know Sunday's game will be a tough one. Trey said, "I never thought Damian should have made the roster over Huntley. He didn't prove anything to me." Well, he was more of a veteran experienced back. He also won the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. So I'm guessing he really wanted to bring in a guy who was experienced, get the running backs, the young guys. Huntley, who's been on the practice squad. Algier, who's a rookie, and then CP, who's like the vet. He's a superstar over there, but she had somebody in the middle. Damian was going to be that guy. He gets injured. Now the fans are like, oh, shit, Algier and Huntley's going crazy. So fans are slowly starting to forget about Damian. We haven't talked about Damian on the show much at all because the offense is moving and clicking without even thinking about if Damian was even in there.
Playing. Yeah.
And he's not even playing. So it's like, keep Algier out there, keep Huntley out there. Hell, give Avery Williams his 2 snaps that he gets per game if you have to. But I'm noticing the offense is clicking. And just adding Damian Williams just adds more to the offense because we're moving right now. But you do have to create some more plays for your wide receivers. We have to think about that too as well. I mean, 253 yards from Mariota Sunday was nice. But the Chargers, you can do it again. Say it again, Chase.
Said shout out Bird.
Shout out Bird. Definitely, man. Bodie, before you fall asleep, we got a lot to talk about.
Good.
Got a new fan here in the chat. What's going on? If Mariota plays mistake-free football, the sky's the limit this year. That is true.
And
That is true. And speaking of the comment right here, we went back, Chase, Bodie, Booman, let's go back to when we talked about Mariota before the season started. Most fans said week 5 he was out.
Yeah.
A lot of fans said week 6 he's injured. Week 7 he's on the bench. Ritter's in by week 4. You're wrong. Go back and listen to One Time for the Fan back in the offseason. We kept telling y'all Mariota's going to be the starter. We kept telling y'all until Mariota even shows, it could be 2 games of a bad performance. That don't mean you're getting benched. You have to show Falcon fans, the coaching staff, the organization, that you just a bad quarterback. And Mariota has not shown that. Every single game he has put us in a position to win. And even from the Saints to that loss to the Seahawks, the Browns, the coming back against the Bengals when it was 28-17. And though you're thinking it was 28-17, you can come back. Don't forget about when the Bengals went 3 and out on that next possession and we got the ball back. If we would have scored, it would have been 24-28. So the Falcons had an opportunity, even on the Bucs game right there. Mariota has still put us in a position to do good things. So Falcon fans, when it gets to the draft next year, get that quarterback shit out of your head. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'll tell you right now, it's not happening. If Mariota keeps playing like this, you're going to keep him for one more year. You're probably going to have Ritter slide in on a couple routes here and a couple schemes and reps. But Mariota is your guy right now. And he could, like we talked about on Sunday, pushing P for playoffs. He could lead you over the hump and get into the playoffs right now. Look at your schedule ahead. Look at who you're playing. Look at how you're 4-4. Look how what your record is supposed to be. It's supposed to be way better than 4-4. Chase, Bodie, Booman, if you guys agree, Mariota's your guy going forward, correct?
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Absolutely.
no question.
I will stand on the Falcons beating the Panthers by like 50 on Thursday next week, and Ritter comes in and puts up another 30, so it's like 80-3. So then the Falcon fans can see how good this offense really is. Ritter should get a chance Thursday night. It'd be great for him to do it. Cincinnati fans, that shit was crazy. It was Bengal fans and Bearcat fans in there, and they kept turning around. Hey, you think they're gonna put Ritter in? I just want to see this guy Ritter throw. Like no, man. No. These are like Bengal fans telling me, oh yeah, we're big Bearcat fans. He's not gonna play. He's just not playing. He's not playing. Turn around and watch the game. I've said it. I'm going to keep saying it. Terry for GM of the year. So here's the deal, right? You get to the playoffs.
Shit.
You get past the first round.
Shit.
I'll give him GM of the year. You get to the playoffs. I'm already going to put you in GM of the year because I mean, if you look at the overall 32 teams and shit, I mean, I don't want to be biased and just say, oh, the Falcons. I mean, everybody's going to have their thoughts on which team. Look at Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Without Russell Wilson. Everybody thought that team was going to be in sham. They're 2-game lead, I think, right now in the NFC West. The Giants, Brian Boble, the situation that they have going on. I mean, you have to look at some of these teams, the Vikings, too, as well. So there's a lot of things going on.
The biggest surprise.
But the comeback team of the year, if we make it to that playoffs, is them damn Falcons. You best believe.
Yeah,
so, yes, GM.
I
have Terry's vote. 2 games dead in the water.
Making it to winning the NFC South alone.
Yes.
You see that smile on my face?
Statement.
Just saying
That's
it.
fucking statement.
That's my rebuild. Winning the NFC South alone is my rebuild. Anything you do past that, I put my feet up.
Yeah.
But the media hates us so much. They'll give it to damn Pete Carroll before they give it to damn. Or they give it to the damn Seattle. They'll give them GM and coach of the year, all that shit before we get anything. They love them big names. We don't get that.
We about to be active in the offseason with draft picks and a ton of money. You already know. So yes, the Falcons. Do we got the money? Who got the money? What's the money talk right now?
Yeah, the money.
No, we're looking at about 90
yeah, 75 to 90.
So where did this 125 come from earlier in the season? Was it like a CBDA or CBA deal in place?
So I think they put those in because a lot of money gets cleared up off those 1-year deals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to talk about later on in the year who we think should be coming back for the Atlanta Falcons. I have some names, agree or disagree. I think Rashad Evans should be back as a Falcon.
Agree.
I think Demir Bird should be back as a Falcon.
Hey,
slow
down.
Oh, okay. Let me save it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me save it, man. God damn, I'm giving away shows. Down
with
the
this
line
man.
and
We
shit.
talked about this.
Kyle's in the chat. Kyle's on his podcast last night too as well. So shout out to Kyle. He was talking Falcons last night. Really was bound to happen. This shouldn't shock anyone. That is true. I mean,
not a shock at all. I just think a lot of people are disappointed with the fact of him being that high draft pick and it didn't work out. But kudos to Ridley.
I mean, it worked. It worked out. He got a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, he messed
did
up.
his thing in Atlanta.
It ain't nothing we did.
I texted my friend who's a Jaguars fan. I said, good luck getting him to the first down. I said your first and 10 is gonna turn into like second and 17s, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing with the thing with the Ridley trade, though, man. If Ridley produces, it works out in our favor. If Ridley doesn't produce, then it kind of works out in our favor regardless because we got rid of a player that ain't producing.
Yeah,
so
I just wish
really
the Jags would have. With a team like Terry did a good move. I just wish with the Jags, like a team like the Jags, he would have been like, "Oh, we can. Yeah. Oh man, we finna strong on. We finna strong on this third round, this second round on them. This Calvin really, bro. Let me tell you something. You came away with the 2 picks, but if you would have finessed the 3, oh Terry would have. I'd have been texting.
I mean, but you know
give me
why
the
that
phone
happened?
number, bro. How you do?
That happened because he has to still apply for reinstatement. That's not guaranteed he's going to play.
Right.
And 2, the Jags have literally just went through the offseason where they paid for 2 wide receivers, and it's not panning out.
Sloppy.
So they paid for 2 wide receivers and a tight end. So they're being cautious about this as much as anybody else would have. I mean, if that was the case, we would have got rid of them when they was asking for them, knowing what was going on. We would have got them 2 seconds. We got that 2 seconds that they offered us, and we'd have let them go. But a year and a half not playing is a long time.
Yes, sir.
That is true. You think he's going to turn to that Josh Gordon type receiver, or you think he still has it?
It just depends. I mean, it's going to be all on his quarterback, honestly. Yeah, what other Jags going to be in the next year and a half?
I just don't see him being receiver 1 in Jacksonville, and I've seen a lot of articles already stating him as receiver 1 next year. It's a lot to ask for a guy that hasn't played in a year and a half, like Boomerang said.
No, we've seen receiver 1 from Cal Ridley before. I'm good on it. He's out of here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to say. He's not receiver 1. He's not. That's just not his game.
Yeah, my friend texted me. He was
great
like, Gage,
number 2.
My friends text me. He was like, my friend said, he said, is Gage 2.0 gone? I said, shit, gosh. She was like, yeah, Gage 2.0. But he's a big fan of London, so I guess he's just big of like
Anthony in the house.
Yeah, Anthony, what's up, man? What's good, fellas? Gonna be at the game on Sunday. Hope to see you, fellas, somewhere in the bins. Gonna be up in the 340s.
We in there.
Where you at, Anthony? Sheesh. With my fam cheering with the birds. You already know what it is, man. Boo man, you should be up there too. You in 341, right?
I wish I hope.
Jeez. One time for the fan, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know we're talking Falcons football. Falcons news and updates. The trade deadline that we talked about yesterday. The Rashard Fenton trade is good because he's gonna play.
I thought he wasn't there something that said he had hamstring injury.
Somebody said he came in here injured already. I need to go back and read some more reports. But he's gonna play. That. You need help in the secondary. You got help in the secondary. You still don't know about the Damian Williams situation or CP when he gets back. If Avery Williams will go back and play some corner, we don't know. But I must say, the move was smart.
I think Damian Williams is not gonna play this year.
It is what it is.
He just unfortunately got hurt. It just is what it is.
And development of young running backs kind of
pushing them out the door.
Right. You're not gonna run for. Bound injury. I don't see it right now.
Yeah.
Fenton did practice today.
You don't stunt the growth of young running backs to play.
Go ahead, Chase.
Bet.
I said Rashad Fenton did practice today, and he took number 21.
Ooh, right off Marlowe, huh? Took it right off Marlowe. Where you going with that, sir?
We're going out the door. He snatched.
Yeah, you said you in the Uber? Hey, you can turn around.
I need
Big low country.
What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo? Let me tell you something, man. If you're looking for a good a good show on YouTube to watch, man. Big Little Country Sports, man.
Yeah,
Creative
check 'em
content
out.
right here. Falcons fan, diehard Falcons fan. Don't forget he will drop passes as well. That is true.
Yes, he will.
Fumble too.
Sheesh.
Gosh, Terry did a good job with the trade. Here go. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he'll
what I'm
run
talking about, man. There
backwards
you go.
too.
What's up, Bodie?
I would say Calvin really runs backwards too. So.
Yeah. Your 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 17. With Arthur Blank and how he is integrity, not surprised really isn't back. Again, we let a valuable player go for draft picks. Wish you could have gotten more. That's same thing I agree with. If you could have finessed something else out of Jacksonville, like, hey, you see that D lineman you got over there? Let me get him too. This is called a Madden trade.
See,
This is how this works.
Jacksonville's taking
Gotta get you in the
all
green.
risks.
They
Jacksonville's
are.
taking all the
Basketball
risks,
does.
and they're paying him $11 million
Yeah.
next year,
Yep.
regardless. So
Yeah.
Jazz
that's where,
got the bread
that's where
to
we
do it.
won the trade, the $11 million.
A friend of mine who's a Jags fan said, what's better than being a Jags fan than looking forward to next year? Falcons already trading Calvin Ridley to the Jags. He was excited. He texted me like, oh, I'm super excited. That's when I text back, good luck getting him the first down. So
Shit.
it is what it is, man. We keep moving. Tell Bodie I got that gallon of moose. Yeah, I mean water in the truck.
I know I can count on you, Bo.
God. So before we get to Bodie's breakdown here, which is coming up shortly, who gets the game ball from Sunday? Falcon fans. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. First time here, YouTube, Facebook. One time for the fan. Check us out. We're all over now. Who gets the game ball from Sunday? And you can name 2 or 3 players. It's all right. Just don't name 11 players. Oh, yeah, Jake Matthews get the game ball. This one. Next thing you know, you got 9 players. Look, just pick 3 players on offense, 3 players on defense, or just, just say O-line or D-line or defense. However, who gets the game ball from Sunday's game against the Carolina Panthers? I see Bodie. Bodie over there in the back. You, sir, with the great with the
Hey, just because if you grew an afro and your shit would be great, don't be talking about me.
Boomerang.
All right.
Boomerang, low key,
Now.
don't he look like one of them creative players from 2K7?
I told him
like
stop putting that pencil in the socket.
Gosh! Not the
Shit.
pencil in the socket trick.
Nah, look like that cat from NBA Street.
What did your mom call him?
Gosh!
Game ball, my only game ball. I ain't fuck all that 3 and 3. My only game ball goes to Cool.
That's all we heard on there too.
For not being Eddie Pinata.
Not the pinata.
So Cool made his damn kicks. I think he went 7 for 7. Did I remember seeing that correctly?
That was true.
Yep.
Cool. I need cools in the chat, everybody. Cool. Let's go.
I give my game ball to. I give 2. 1 to, I'll say Tyler Algier. He had a solid game. I felt confident with us going on the field and scoring, and not worrying about it. Second game ball goes to DJ Moore. People on your head, man.
I had to think about that shit too. Like, wait, he don't play for the Falcons.
Like,
oh yes, sometimes
Yeah,
he does.
he do.
Let's go.
Yeah, he played for us
Thank you,
last Sunday.
DJ Moore.
Yeah.
We appreciate you just being you. Being you. You got a little excited there, didn't you? Thanks to somebody who just left. But
you might want to add on a game ball to DJ Moore now. You want to add a game ball to Arthur Smith on top of that. Because those that do not know,
those freezing of the kicks were amazing.
Hold on. For those that know about the 15-yard, you can address it on the kickoff, or you can address it on the extra point. And Coach Smith said, "Let's do it on the extra point." So game ball right there.
because he's no dummy. He did the right thing.
You got anybody else, Boo Man?
I say Evans. Evans had a solid game at linebacker. I can't really give it to the D-line. We let Foreman come in and rush 3 touchdowns and 100-some yards. I can't give it to the DBs because we let them cross the middle passes. I mean, you know what? Still went out of Chase Book. Armstrong had a solid game, man.
Yeah.
Armstrong had a solid game, so I give it to Armstrong. He played a good game. He didn't play as bad as he did against the Bengals. So I put it that way.
Tell her.
Right. Yeah, Armstrong definitely showed out.
You go ahead, Chase.
Chase?
On the offense side of the ball, I'm gonna have to give it to a buddy with his first career NFL start, I believe. With the Falcons, Demir Bird, and shout out to Bird. He showed out with his first starting game with us. Another one, like Boo Man just said on defense, I gotta go with Armstrong, man. He came in next man up mentality, and he was a dog Sunday. Shout out Armstrong.
Falcon fans, definitely got to give it to Koo. Game ball goes to Koo. That's one right there, because when you're looking at the kicker on the other side of the team, and you're like, damn, that kicker is ass. You're looking over there like, oh, shit, now it's down to your kicker to make this kick to win the game.
Hey,
you sitting there thinking,
you
gosh, not selfie, man. Not Pinheiro.
Hey, it's crazy. On the day we celebrated, Matt Bryant was in the building.
Yes, sir.
That's true. I'm sure Matt Brown was sitting over there like, it's a good reason why I left.
It was a couple more reasons, but we ain't gonna go there.
Game ball, gotta give it to Huntley too as well.
Yes,
91. He was toting the rock. It's what you want to see. Old school style running from Caleb Huntley. Just gets up the field, gets after moving, it. Bro. Let's go. Legs just keep moving. I tell you, man, that guy is he's a dynamic back, and I'm glad the Falcons have him here. So that's a player you got to watch for next season too. Okay, that check is coming. Do you want him on your roster if you let him go? You know, teams like the Saints, Bucks, Panthers, they're watching like, oh, we can't wait for the Falcons to let him go. He's on a 1 year. Oh, we know we're going. Nah. You might have to secure the bag with Caleb Huntley. Kyle Pitts gets a game ball. Kyle Pitts was out there fighting.
Best game of the year for him.
Kyle Pitts was out there fighting, I must say. The touchdown, just the route running. Kyle Pitts' ability as just a wide receiver, a tight end. You don't know what he's going to be on Sunday. You just know he's going to be out there to play. And Kyle Pitts definitely has shown up. And we needed that on Sunday. A lot of fans said, this is the game. It's the Panthers. Look at their secondary. Look at their defense. This has to be a game for the receivers to eat. That's why I picked this game to say Mariota will get over 250. Because you pick apart defenses like Carolina's. And you play them in the next couple of weeks, and you're going to do the same thing. Then you play Chicago and Washington and Pittsburgh. You're going to pick apart defenses like that in the air. So take advantage of it. You know, there's some games coming up like Baltimore and, you know, even that Saints game down in New Orleans. It's going to be a tough one. But there's some games coming up, you're going to air it out. So I must say, for Kyle Pitts,
I think you're going to air it out this weekend.
Against the secondary for the Chargers, I think you should. I think you should.
Jackson?
Yep.
Attack his replacement.
I think you air it out, and I think with Mariota's mobility, I'm not even scared of pass rushers no more. We talked about this before the beginning of the season. The lineup of pass rushers that we had to go against. Nobody's really been effective at actually slowing us down when it comes to the passing. I mean, the only time Mariota's really gotten sacked is if he held the ball or missed assignments. But as far as like getting dominated by one person whole game, I haven't seen it against us this year.
Yeah. Thanks. Going over the last two, you got Pitts, Bird, Huntley, Mariota gets a game ball. And of course, like I said, Demir Bird. Michael Walker on defense and Rashard Evans gets the game ball on defense. And both of those players playing together. Deion's gone now. They seem to be part of that rebuild for the future. And Michael Walker, you got to pay him soon too if you want to keep him here. So it's going to be a decision making up soon for some of these players. Even Tyquan Graham had a decent game. He's getting a lot of talk right now. He's getting a lot of chatter from some of the people in the media. Like Tyquan Graham is really coming into his own. Remember, he was a pick out of Texas from us in the draft a couple years ago. So I'm glad to see him getting some shine right now. Algier, Jarrett, and Bird for LaMarcus. Game ball, Kyle Pitts. Finally feels good to say that. Game ball here. He's going with Huntley, Koo, Marcus Mariota,
Carter. Forgot about
Lorenzo. Oh, yes, right. Zoe Carter too as well. The pick six.
Clutchest player of the game.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, that's player of the game, no doubt.
You already know what it is. You already know what it do. Cool. Everybody loving Koo right here. That's that Koo love. So them Koo jerseys need to be flying off the racks then.
Shit, I'll rock a Koo jersey.
You gotta rock a Koo jersey.
I know why. I love Koo. You know why I can't rock a Koo jersey?
Oh, because he wears number 7.
Number 7 on it, man.
Gosh, gotta get over it, man.
I hate.
Gotta get over it.
I did no, because I love Vic. I love Vic. Only number 7 Falcon jersey I ever wear is probably you're right.
About to
The
get
young
ready
way
to hit up.
is, yeah.
About to get ready for some Bodie's breakdown. Did y'all see Koo hit the swag move heading to the field before his kick? Koo is cool. It's a pack of cool cigs. Yeah. That's too much cool. That's a whole lot of cool right there, boy. Jeez. Cornell Armstrong, Marcus Mariota, Pineda,
yeah, he's with us too. He's with us.
Lorenzo Carter, and Koo. Finally using him properly. Pitts. Fantasy owners are mad. What the hell is this Pitts guy doing? Hold on.
Man, I didn't even start Pitts. I didn't even start Pitts last week.
Damn.
DJ Shockley did a great job going over Pitts play. Yeah, and Brian Boldinger, I think that's his name, right? He's been doing some heavy breakdowns of the Falcons recently. And I must say, some of these plays the Falcons are running, I think we're going to do that coming up on some episodes of One Time for the Fan. We're going to break down some plays too. So we're going to start throwing that into the mix on our shows. We're going to start getting some film and break down some of these routes that the Falcons are out there throwing around with these receivers. Some of these gap control from this offensive line, they're just doing a great job when it comes to team rushing. I mean,
it's crazy.
Offensive line is blocking.
It's crazy the amount of people that Kyle Pitts draws when he lines up as a receiver. Like all the way from linebacker to deep safety to cornerback. You got 3 men focusing on one guy. And like Jeff Wolf said, you're finally using him. And I mean, it's not even finally using him right. Maybe it's just finally finding that scheme, finally finding that flow, and it's working.
And which is why I want to start doing the breakdowns of some of these plays on the show here, because I posted it the other day on One Time for the Fan of the touchdown. If you go back and look at it with the Kyle Pitts touchdown, the 2 receivers on the outside over here, I think it was Drake and Bird, ran a nice little a little pick route where Drake got through the pick route, and the receiver, both of the cornerbacks bit off of Demir Bird. Went down more into the flat toward the goalpost, toward the pylon. Drake is in the back of the end zone by himself. So Mariota could have hit Pitts, which he did, or he could have hit London. So some of these plays are working to where the Falcons are going to go back and review it and say, holy shit, we can do that play again and hit Drake next time. Holy shit, we can do that play again and hit Bird. Matter of fact, let's put Bird inside on the drag next time. So I want to start breaking down some of these plays and really showing Falcon fans what you're seeing. I know you're a fan and you're at the game and you're watching on TV. But a lot of times you get so caught up after the play, like, fuck it, we scored. Let's go. Let's move on. But we're going to get the remote and start breaking down some plays over here on One Time for the Fan. But we some fans.
The remote. Oh, shit.
We the fans of this shit. God, not the budget. Graham has been solid all year long. That is true. Another player you got to look for to say, we paying this guy?
Yeah.
We bringing him back? And I love how the radio station talked this morning about when Falcons fans were talking about, oh, Grady doesn't fit the scheme, or this player doesn't fit the scheme. And now you're looking at it like, how the hell does he fit the scheme? Stop talking that shit.
That good. Okay.
The Falcons know how to bake. Man, when it comes to the coaching staff, don't talk about no player doesn't fit the scheme, right? They talked about this morning on the radio station. A lot of Falcon fans said Grady didn't fit this 3-4 scheme. Now look at him, and he's on pace to break his record of 7.5 sacks, which I think he will break this season. So don't come over here with that scheme, or he's too small to play this position, or we need a big. No, don't say that, because Grady is doing a great job this year. So shout out to Grady. Dre said I need to get a cool another number. You can't give cool. You can't keep him at 7. Keep him at the 7.
Yeah.
Did they retire the Vic jersey?
No.
Why didn't they retire the Vic jersey?
He wouldn't. If they did, he couldn't wear 7.
Why didn't they retire the Vic jersey?
You know why.
But why didn't they retire the Vic jersey though?
We're not gonna talk about that.
Man,
so let's keep cool at 7. They're gonna retire that. Let me tell you something, Falcon fans. Be very careful.
Retire that bitch with
retire that cool 7. This man turns up to be the greatest kicker of all time.
You
will be sitting there holding on to your Vic.
Not more than Anderson.
Cool 7 talking about something. I'm hitting them 7s. Be careful. I give me a cool jersey. I had the Vic jersey too as well. You know, it is what it is. But why didn't he retire the jersey? We're moving on. One time for the fan. Bodie, get ready for that breakdown. Pitt's route was key when Bird scored.
Yeah, Pitt's route was
over
very
there. He did that. He did the cool man block. Like, oh, I'll take 3 of y'all like this. Gosh. One time for the fan. Here's a question. When was the last time we were able to say our O-line is beasting? Not even SB season we were able to say that. I think it would have been 2012, wasn't it?
Yeah, we brought that up a couple shows back. We haven't had a top 10 since 2012.
Since
I think it was
Bob
2012.
Lincoln?
The year against the year we had San Fran, the Kaepernick year, right?
Yep.
I think that was it. The year we lost the NFC Championship game.
We would have went in there and absolutely raped the Ravens.
That team was stacked.
Sheesh.
That team was going crazy.
Man.
And they still are double teaming Grady. Opposing teams already know. So here's the good thing about Grady. He knows about the double team, and he's beating both of them. I've seen it the other day. Not the Panthers game, the Bengals game, or was it when did he get his last sack? Was it the Bengals game?
Bengals.
Or the game before that? The one he got his last sack.
sacked.
He was just
He sacked
Burrow.
Burrow.
Yeah.
Bruh. Grady Jarrett's a beast, man. He's a problem. And I'm glad to have him on the Atlanta Falcons. Every defense needs a player like that. I mean, the Phillies have Fletcher Cox. Remember the Vikings used to have Linval Joseph and what's his name? Griffin, the edge rusher. We got Grady Jarrett. That's what we got. 2012. Yep, 2012 was the last time. That's true. Falcon fans, let's get down to this Bodie's breakdown, man.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Bodie, always putting on the breakdown for us. The professor.
Breakdown.
Like a
Yeah.
mad professor today.
Not the mad professor. If you haven't heard Bodie's breakdown in the past, he always talks about something that's Falcons related, gets Falcon fans excited for the game coming up.
Hey,
You talked about.
hey, Bo, one time for.
Go ahead.
Can you say, hola, hola?
Josh,
Shit.
not Island Boy,
I'm closing my laptop.
not Island Boy. Somebody texted me the other day too. Said you guys are in first place ever since them two Island guys did that Mariota song.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
what the guy said, Mariota, Superman. What were they talking about?
That's a Mahi Hota.
Treat my fries.
Yeah, Trey Matt Ryan.
He's
Yeah,
Island
Mariota.
Boy.
Yeah, remove Mariota. Yeah, that was so stupid. Yo, man, one time for the fan, Bodie's breakdown every Wednesday. We always talking about something that's Falcons related. Bodie always brings the facts to the table. Time to go ahead and get to it. Bodie's breakdown. What we got here, man, for today?
I mean, you spoiled it, but
Sheesh.
it was I wanted to talk about after all the free agent. After all the trades and stuff, clearing cap. I just want to talk about some potential Falcons targets and Falcons free agents that we should retain, maybe let walk. So let's get down to business. Let's
get down to business.
Let's discuss. First, we're going to talk about the Falcons, the 1 year guys, the free agent guys that maybe we should think about keeping. Maybe we should, it might be better off for them to go on. So we're going to start. No quarterbacks. No quarterbacks are really free agents. So we're not going there. Running backs. We got Damian Williams and Caleb Huntley as free agents. And y'all can chime in. Damian, I personally feel like, yeah, it's just time for the young bulls to shine. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna make it. Dude, not no fault of his own. He got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But Damian, he'll go help somebody else. Now Caleb probably sign. Ain't gonna be here. Caleb is probably a priority sign. I think they need to resign him back. He has showed out. He's only gonna get better. He's young. He only been in the league 2 years, whatnot. Yeah. What y'all think?
So I got a question, bro.
You resign him.
Is CP a free agent after this year too?
No, we signed him up. So I think
He'll be a Falcon for life.
one next year.
He'll be a Falcon for life.
Yeah. So CP will be back regardless.
Here's the thing about what Bodie's saying about with the running backs. You're correct, Bodie. And you got to look at the draft going forward. You got to look at your team going forward. And this is the cool thing about the offseason because we're going to break this shit down in February.
Oh yeah,
right after
we're
the
really
Super Bowl
gonna
after
break
we
it
win it. We got to go over your team and look and see who's staying and who's going. And Bodie's kind of giving us a middle of the season review right now of the free agents and some of these players that could stay. Mariota and Ritter possibly will be there. We know that. Hopefully nothing bad happens. You know, somebody gets injured. This person, we don't want that. We want them to finish this season the way things are looking, go win the division, however you go from there, move on, whatever. But Mariota, at the way he's been performing, he's your QB1 probably next year. Ritter's right there behind him. Then you go to probably Franks. We don't know if he'll cut him or keep him. But your running backs, CP, Algier, Huntley, and you're probably going to keep Avery too because of special teams. So you got your 4. Mm-hmm. So are you drafting one? Are you bringing one in for competition? Probably so when it comes to training camp. But I think we're looking at your 2 position groups already. Quarterback and running back seems to be set for next year. If Huntley continues to do this and Algier continues to do this and you got CP, you're looking at your QB and your running back room already set. Chase, Bodie, Boomman?
Well, I agree. I mean, you got people. It's hard to make a team when you're not putting numbers up. Caleb Huntley's done that. Tyler Algier's done that. Something Damian Williams hasn't had the chance to do. So, yeah, I totally agree. I think Damian's going, and I think Huntley is definitely a for sure resign. As if we stay healthy, if everybody stays healthy.
Bodie, oh, my blood pressure's still up because of that soft ass DP. He's got to do better. I was gonna call him the R word, but I gotta follow the Haas rules. Don't you call him Russell? Don't you call him Russell?
Don't do it. Don't you do it? Don't you do it?
And I must say, I had a very good conversation with some members of Dean P's family recently at the last game, and you know, they were surprised to hear how much facts I knew about Dean Pease. I was like, "Oh yeah, you didn't know about Bodie's breakdown every Wednesday, one time for the fan."
Already,
Bodie.
No, you didn't know his name was Russell. All right, let's keep it going. We got a lot to cover. All right, fullback Keith Smith, been opening holes well. I say he's a resign, unanimous probably here. Wide receiver Olamide Zaccheaus.
Resign.
Yeah, I see him coming back.
Yeah.
Bird, Demir Bird, looking good so far. He came out. You asked me the first 4 weeks of the season, I'd be like, he wasn't being active. He wasn't playing. Right. Cordero Hodge, good depth guy. You know, that could go either way. He could get some money, a little bit of money from somebody else, and, go off. That'll go either way.
So here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about
that. Go ahead.
So now Drake, Ridley's gone. Drake, Zaccheaus, and Bird. If you do decide to keep it 3, and it's a toss-up from Hodge, Jared, Bernhardt, Darby, you're going to draft the wide receiver next year. Or you're going to bring one in through free agency because you only going to have 3 on your depth chart. How many did we run with so far this year? 5 or 6 on depth chart?
It was like 5 or 6, yeah. 5 or 6. It was back and forth. Mostly 5 and during the game.
I'd love for them to keep the core that keeps everything moving the chains right now. I mean, but next year things might be different. I don't know what the situation is. But if Hodge is the toss-up guy, who is your 4, 5, and 6? You see, we didn't say this when it came to quarterback. We didn't say this when it came to fullback. We didn't say this when it came to running back. But now, looking at your wide receiver group, who's your 4, 5, and 6 for next season? And that's why Bodie's bringing this to our attention because 9 draft picks, you got the money. You're going to draft and bring in a receiver that's going to make your offense more dynamic. Hell, you're going to need 3 more. So is Darby going to be the one to step up? Are you releasing Darby after this season? Is Bernhardt just a practice squad player right now? Just a couple reps in game just to get his feet active? But who is your 4, 5, and 6 receiver next year? That is the question. And I'm glad Bodie brought this to our attention because we don't know what Hodge is, but a lot of people will say keep Zaccheaus, keep Bird, and of course Drake London's good to go. So who is your 4, 5, and 6, Bodie?
Yeah, see that'll be a revolving door. You can't really know with those guys. I mean, my guy's good. Hodge he's shown to be a good backup receiver. So we'll see what happens. Tight ends. Only free agents we have is Firster and Pruitt. Now, if I can recall, both of them didn't make the initial 53. So they may be back, they may not be back, but I'm probably, never know. I mean, that's just
a tight end name that sticks out to me is Fitzgerald or Fitzpatrick.
Right.
Yeah, that's one you don't know if you got. You resign or you don't. I mean, I believe is he off IR?
I think he's still on IR, as far as I know.
John Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to check, but I think he's still on IR. All right, but I'm gonna keep going. O-line, we're looking at Caleb McGarity.
But to piggyback on what you said, tight end
Uh-huh.
and wide receiver seems to be two of your position groups for draft right now.
Yeah, absolutely, for depth. And yeah. Okay, O-line, we're looking at Caleb McGarity. Right now, he's earned his money.
There's your toss-up again. Because Falcon fans are going to pack out the bends for a player to draft. Your starting right tackle is playing decent enough to where you either got to pay him or let him go. And if you decide to let him go, you have a big hole to fill. So, Bodie?
Yeah. So, looking at Caleb McGarity. Wilkinson came in. He's doing great. I mean, O-line looking pretty good. So, we got to make a decision there. If I was to decide, we bring him back. I mean, he's earned his spot.
So you keep the same starting O-line going in next year. You'd keep McGarry.
I would.
You think McGarry will be expensive on the blocks?
No, because he's in a contract year. When people be playing in contract years, after you didn't play like boo-boo the first 3-4 years, and you come up in your contract year, of course you're gonna give it your all. You're trying to get as much money as possible, but you don't have leverage to hold off on from your past performances. Yeah, you show up this year, so I mean he deserves money. He's played good. We know he got it in him. Just keep it up. Don't get your money and then play like you did the first 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm a big fan of Elijah Wilkinson. Of course, I met him a few times, talked to him a lot. And he's super cool. And I hope to get solid. Yeah, I hope to get his family on the show pretty soon too. We've been talking, trying to set up something. So I think Elijah gets the bag. Coach talked about the 2 or 3 spots that were available in training camp, and Elijah straight came in and took one of the spots, and you can see how the improvement of your line from last year to this year is with the different scheme, the different quarterback, the pass blocking, the run blocking. It's been much better.
Yeah,
I have to keep the same O-line going next year. So, Bodie, I'm with you on that. Until something fails, keep it. Keep what's going right now. But yeah, Bodie.
What if it ain't broke?
Yeah.
All right. So Jermaine Ifedi, he's been our swing tackle, but our O-line's been pretty healthy, except that game where Gossett had to come in, and he played well as well. So Jermaine Ifedi, he hasn't been out there as much, but I mean, good solid depth. Good depth guy. Gossett, he's a free agent. Like I said, he came in and he played pretty well, and it was in Cincinnati. He played good, so we can kick the tires on that. Edoga, y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Edoga. I don't think he been active one game yet. Came
from the Jets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was getting good praise. He started over there at the Jets, but he just hasn't. I don't know if he learned the position yet, learned plays. I don't know. I can't call that one. We waiting on that one. All right, let me try to speed it up here. We got a little bit.
Take your time.
Vincent Taylor.
Who?
He's a free agent.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you forgot about him, huh?
I think you got to cut my grass.
Hey, shit. Yeah, he went on IR before the season started, and he ain't coming back this year.
And that's one thing to look at. He's been dealing with injuries in the past.
Mm-hmm.
He got injured before the season started this year.
Yeah,
for me,
it's just tough.
I'm in the Damian Williams boat. Yeah, that's.
I'm here to tell you, we gonna draft D-line. We drafting D-line. It's happening.
D-line's it.
All right,
that's the spot.
Falcon fan, Vincent Taylor, look him up. He's like he's a package right there at nose tackle. He's a pretty big boy. So if you're putting somebody beside Grady, remember they tried to put Vincent Taylor or Anthony Rush beside Grady. Situation with Vincent Taylor, he got injured, he went out. Anthony Rush, he's gone from the team now. Looking at the draft next year, Abdullah's right there. But looking at the draft next year, I think you're going to draft a nose tackle. Somebody put right there besides Grady. Right now, you're looking at wide receiver, tight end. Of course, you got to always draft an offensive lineman. So probably an offensive lineman and now a defensive lineman in your draft. So that's 4 right now we're looking at going forward. You might need a pass rusher too, but Bodie, go ahead.
Did you say a corner or safety?
Didn't say a corner yet.
Because we definitely drafting a corner or safety or both. That's happening. That's happening too. Bet your ass. That's happening. Matt Dickerson. We're still on D-line right now. Matt Dickerson. I mean, solid depth. We'll see what happens. You know, those guys, they get deals somewhere else. They might get a deal to go home. You know, you just never know. So Matt Dickerson, Abdullah Anderson, those guys, like I said, Abdullah's starting right now, and he's held on to the job. I wouldn't say, you know, that whole D-line is collective looking kind of sus that last game. Like, good God. I mean, Deontay Foreman, he is boo-boo.
Deontay Foreman. That's the thing about some of these games. Deontay Foreman and PJ Walker.
He runs hard.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, we got to play some pretty good combos coming up. But Deontay Foreman and PJ Walker, you let have a decent game? Like, come on.
Out of here. Exactly. All right. So we're moving to linebackers. Lorenzo Carter. Yeah, sign him. Go ahead.
I wish I had two more hands. I give him 4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. He's coming back.
God.
Rashad Evans. he's good. He's good. He's
told
good money.
The other day, I said, I'm glad y'all here. I'm so glad y'all here. Thank you.
Yeah. Nick Kowalski. He's been in and out of He's been in and out of lineup. He hasn't been active a lot of days. The cool thing about it is
when you're making moves, Bodie, you're going to look at some of these players and say, oh, we can definitely get more production out of a linebacker that's a little bit. We got the money to go.
We can draft a linebacker
or draft a linebacker, but
you know
where the pick stands, I'm looking at the Falcons at 15 or above right now in the draft.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nothing below 15. Hell, 20 and up.
You're not below 15.
20 and up. Right now, the power rankings has us at 16 NFL. Power rankings. So don't look at no 16th ranked power ranked team drafting in the top 10. Shit ain't happening. Falcon fans. No. And if you guys want this, oh my God, they're 4-4. They need to collapse now. Hell, even D-Led talking a little different now. He's like, this new Falcons team is projected to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought we had this conversation, Led.
Hey, you need to find Led. It's like, hey, remember me? Hit him with that.
I will. I'm waiting for that 9 win. I'm waiting for the 9 wins. I see 5 more in the schedule. I'm waiting for 9 wins. I'm gonna post a picture that we took. I'm gonna say, yo, bro, we had this conversation. I'm the 9-win guy. Remember me?
Yeah. And you're the guy said we couldn't run the ball or stop the run.
You said we couldn't run the ball. No, as he said, well, the Falcons can't run the ball. The Falcons can't stop the ball. Can't stop the run. No, they're gonna do. Can't stop the run. Falcons need to do that. Oh, not how they gonna stop.
Can't stop the run.
Now we stopping the run and we run the ball. Well, the Falcons got I gave them 2 wins before the season started. Might have to go back, change that. Give them about 7 wins because they playing good ball. They playing good ball, D-Led. That's right. You guys sticking up down there, D-Led.
Shout out, D-Led.
Wide receiver, tight end, got to draft an offensive lineman. Definitely got to draft a nose tackle, probably on your D-line. Linebacker, looking into that. Corner, secondary. So, Bodie, that's around 6 or 7 picks unless you're trading picks or you're using some of that free agent money you got to go and get some free agents. So, the Falcons are definitely going to upgrade and improve in the offseason. Bodie, you have anything else for us?
All right, so I'm just rounding out the secondary for the free agents. Isaiah Oliver came back balling. I'll be looking to re-sign him. Mike Ford, depth guy. We'll see how that goes. Depth guys come and go. They go everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But he
with that spot, you got Eric Harris. With him, you got Eric Harris.
He's on the
gone,
list
right?
Too. Eric Harris, I mean,
Harris is like on his last 1 or 2 years. I think he came back
He came out. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna go there. And Rashad Fenton, our newest acquisition, is a free agent after this season. So that is to be determined. We'll see how he plays. So now I'm going to targets. Free agent targets. I did a little research. And I wrote down a couple names that we should be targeting. They fit our timeline and age-wise. And we'll see. So at quarterback, I think the only MNF we should be looking at quarterback. Listen,
quarterback.
Hear me out.
If you say
Only
MNF,
Lamar Jackson.
Just
You cannot
right
just
now.
sit here
Stream is
and
off. You say Lamar Jackson.
You can't sit here and just say, "Hey, no, we don't want him." What if he wants to come?
Are you saying Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson?
I'll put.
Yes.
Hey y'all, one time for the fan, one
I'd
time
be
for
a
the Falcons,
fool.
one time for
If
the
Lamar
come
wanted to be
on,
in the
I'd be
A,
a fool to sit here and say we ain't looking at him if he look in the league.
You're building all
You
this
never
cap to go and get one player to take it from you?
He ain't gonna take it all.
Very
This
true.
man is posting pictures on Twitter with gold teeth saying, "I need money." That's what he want. The last time I seen that was Boom Man back in before the Super Bowl. He was trying to get down there.
Damn, wowzers! Shit. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. Just like we was looking for Deshaun Watson because he's been a great quarterback in this league. You gotta look if he's showing mutual interest. I mean, shit. Okay, you just gotta look at him. Okay, and if y'all disagree in the chat, y'all let me know. You know, if y'all, I mean, that's just one thing, but that's just hypotheticals. We're speaking of hypotheticals. Okay, so running back. I mean, there's really no free agent running. We got run game. We looking good there. So I ain't really write a name down for that. Wide receiver, I just wrote depth if we don't resign our own depth. So, you know, those guys we'll just see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end, Austin Hoop.
Nah, Hoops.
Hey, that's
Hoops back in the A. Hey,
Hey, look,
Hoops
I
and
was
Pitts.
joking. I don't know.
Hey, let me tell you something
You
now.
probably won't. Hey, I don't know. I just wrote a name down to get a
Hoops
laugh.
and
Can't,
Pitt.
you can't rule it. You can't rule it out.
I
like
I'm
that.
gonna say though, you can't
I
rule
like
it
that.
out. He'd be a
I
good
like Hoops and
backup.
Pitts. It's a good
Shit,
combination.
Hoop
That'd be
ain't-
nasty,
Hoop
not
can
good.
Yeah,
hoop.
and Hooper
He
will be
can
like,
ball,
"You
man.
again?" I'm be like, "Look, remember the Spider-Man meme when the Spider-Man pointed like this?" I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah,
You.
straight up. So yeah, that's the only name I wrote down. I just yeah, it may have, may not. You never know. He been here. He knows it. O line. I looked at the O line. A lot of those guys are aging. A lot of those guys are older. But have one O line, Matt Pryor. He plays for the Colts. He's 27. He fits the timeline. I think he's pretty decent. Kick the tires on that, see how that goes. So next, we're looking at D line. There's a couple guys I wrote down here.
That's good to hear.
Deron Payne.
Deron Payne from Washington.
From the Commanders. He fits the timeline. He's like
damn
25.
sure does. And him and Grady
would
would be a goddamn problem. I'll tell you that.
Hey, y'all need to bookmark this episode. I hope I'm right. You best your ass. They looking at Deron Payne, okay?
I gotta look at that cap for Payne. What's it looking like? I think it's Roto World should have his salary up there. Like he's a player now. Yeah. And one more name, Marcus Davenport.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that.
You gotta look at it.
Marcus Davenport. Yeah.
I don't give a damn who he play for right now. He's good. And
He's young too.
Young. So yeah.
Saints don't have the money to do much right now either. They should actually sell the franchise.
I think they're
they
actually
should-
going
they
to have
should
the
fold.
lowest. I think they'll have the lowest bag going into free agency.
Yeah, so fuck them. Anyway, linebackers. I know Bradley Chubb just got traded.
Yeah.
But he might not stay where he's at. That's a thing to look at. You know, we'll see. We'll see if he doesn't stay. Where did he get traded? Miami?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can look at that. Devin Bush from the Steelers. He's a free agent.
He's a solid player.
Young guy. It's pretty solid linebacker.
Solid player.
Still a selling too.
Yeah, absolutely. Roquan Smith, he just got traded too.
Roquan.
He could come back home.
Go Georgia.
Go
Him
dog.
in Lorenzo. Okay.
Hey, he could come back home. Don't rule it out. Duke Riley.
Next.
I'm not serious, chat. I'm not serious. That dude is butt cheek. Okay? Duke Riley. There, I threw y'all off. Y'all didn't expect that one. Gotcha. Leighton Vander Esch. He had potential. He was a first round draft pick from Dallas.
Yeah.
He's not thumping. He's not like, what they wanted him to be. But I mean, in the right system, you got to kick the tires on that. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at him. He's young too. All right, cornerbacks. Eli Apple. No. I'm kidding. I'm kidding again. I kid. No, thank you. And that's the thing though. We so hurt in the secondary. We fuck around and sign Eli Apple, then we're gonna be embracing him. I've been calling him burnt toast for 6-7 months now. Since the Super Bowl. That'd be funny. Okay. Emmanuel Mosley from the 49ers. Young guy.
That's a good one.
Corner.
That's a very good one.
That's a good pick.
Very solid. Shit, we gonna get some help, whether we draft it or sign a free agent. And Falcons got the moolah. So that's a name that definitely could be here. Sean Murphy Bunting. I know y'all know him.
Go. So down
young guy, not bad corner. We gotta look at it. We gotta look. And finally, safeties. Jesse Bates from
Cincinnati.
25.
Got the money.
Got the money. He's not having the best year, but we know he had better years than he had this year. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Jonathan Abrams from Oakland, he fell off. He kind of fell off, but the talent is there. Too. You can get him for cheap. Jabril Peppers, same thing.
Jabril Peppers, you still playing?
Thought he was gonna be good, but man. And one last name, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
from the Saints.
From the Saints now to the Eagles. Yeah, that guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed emotions about that guy.
I know. He's a young guy. They're gonna look at him. And
if they're going for Greedy Williams, that'd be nice. I mean, Greedy Williams was a player. That was
that's another thing. I missed him. I definitely was meant to write him down, Drake. Greedy Williams. No reason not to kick the tires on him. He's like 23 or 24 or something. So we'll see. And I'm done.
Bodie's breakdown right there, man. That's how you do it. Once again, it's always something. I tell you, man, the professor here teaching today. So shout out to Bodie with the breakdown, man, because now halfway through your season, you're looking at the Falcons now with 9 picks next year. You're looking at the Falcons with money to spend. You're looking at the Falcons with a lot of players who's on the 1-year deal, who we don't know if they're coming back. We don't know what they're going to do, but through their performance right now, they've been doing well enough where you can say, this guy's staying, this guy's not staying, this guy's staying. We need to draft this guy. We need to pick up this. You're looking at it right now, and I'm glad Brody brought this up because we're going to go back to this in February and March before the draft, and you're going to say, hey, I remember Bodie talking about that.
Yeah.
Bodie's breakdown is where it is. Go ahead.
I'll say the list. I was just saying, I'm saving the list. I'm going to go past it. I think they're on the timeline. The guys I named, they're on our timeline, so we'll see.
Well, you can find it right here on Bodie's breakdown right here on One Time for the Fan. It's going to be on the playlist section of the YouTube page. Make sure you go over there. Check out the playlist. We got different. We have the draft. We have Falcon fan talk, Bodie's breakdown, special guest segment too as well. So it's actually easy way for you guys to go check out Bodie's breakdown. Sometimes people just want to go find the show with just Bodie's breakdowns. It's all right there in the playlist. So going to the chat, Duke Riley. Bodie done dipped in the shine. Yeah, they finna light you up on that Duke Riley. It's like the other day. It's like the other day when I posted
with that one.
Chase, remember I posted Josh Norman in the Panther chat, and they was pissed. I was like, only him can save the team now. It was a picture of Josh Norman, but it was so pissed.
Bodie's breakdown.
Gosh! That boy said not sour apple.
Yeah,
Mosley would be a good pickup. Chauncey Gardner, remember he did kick the Falcon logo. That right there shows that he's not even respected in Atlanta.
I like his
Not
passion. That's why I
supposed
said
to
I got mixed feelings about him. I love his passion for the game. So, not a bad player.
be. One time for the
Strike
fan.
out. You can't strike out in free agency though. You see, Tyrann Matthew.
Yep. Very true. That's very true. That's why you don't want to go into free agency and blow all that money. That's why I don't expect Terry to go out there and just act crazy with it. Terry's a very smart businessman. I feel like he's going to do what's best for the team, and we still will build through the draft.
I mean, I love, being in the media and the attention of even going after Watson because, you didn't know the situation of the court cases and everything at that point. I mean, you knew that something was about to happen with the NFL. But you was like, man, if Watson can play and he's not suspended and we get a guy like that, that'd be crazy. Then you're looking at Mariota and you're looking at the mobile quarterback and how the NFL is changing now. And you're like, yo, even Mariota can do the same shit. It's 4-4-4. You know what I'm saying? So if they go after Lamar, it's like, all right, we got the money, we got the draft picks, the team is hot, probably won the NFC South. Who knows how it's going to happen? And then you're going to go and you're going to get this guy $380 million. It's like, do we want to go back down that hole again? The dude is a great player. But it's just like the same situation with Roquan Smith. It was like, you get the Deion Jones move, and you didn't know what you're going to do with him and how much money do we have. And Roquan's like a expensive linebacker. I mean, it's not going to be cheap to bring Roquan in here. But you want to make the smart moves with the money because don't forget, you got to pay A.J. Terrell in a couple years. You got to pay Chris Lindstrom coming up very soon. And any other player that you want to make a star. Kyle Pitts will also be getting that early extension too as well.
I think you
want to lock in
Kyle
Kyle
Pitts. Terrell next year.
Terrell, I believe, is 2024, 2025. So, yes. But Falcon fans, you got to look at the money, look at what the Falcons have, and just know that we are improving, and we're doing a great job right now. Terry's doing a great job. The talk of GM of the year was brought up in the chat today. I can't wait to get closer to the end of the season when we're getting ready to host the NFC South banner, and then we can talk in this chat and say, is Terry the GM of the year? I mean, we're talking about it right now in week 9. Shout out to who brought that up to our attention. Week 9, we're talking about Terry being the GM of the year. I mean, if you're looking at a rebuild, Falcon fans, this is it. But we're also looking at first place in the division, a game ahead in the division, and we also have a game if you win Sunday, and this is big. I said it for the Bengals. I said it for the 49ers. If you win Sunday, you're going to wake up the NFL. You're talking about NFL media talking about, Falcons this, NFC South. You got to beat the Chargers on Sunday because everybody knows your next 4 games. Winnable games.
We're how many weeks until bye week?
4.
I was gonna
Late
say,
bye
man,
week.
you got all these players coming back and a bye week still to come. Getting hot at the right moment.
One time for the fan again, Terry for GM of the year. Book it. Terry is definitely a strong candidate for GM of the year. I love this, man. Love talking with Falcon fans. We got the Chargers, Panthers, Bears, Commanders, Steelers bye week on December 13th, and then we head down to New Orleans. So we're talking about a lot of players that's going to be 100% going into that and coming out of that bye week, heading into one of the biggest games of your season. A division rival that you have to beat because after that bye week, there's only 2 more division games left. It's the Saints and it's the Bucs.
Yep.
And at that time, the Saints also have to go play Cleveland the week after in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson in the cold, and they have to go play Philly the week after that in Philly. So Falcon fans, you're looking at securing your NFC South at least by week 15, beat the damn Saints in New Orleans, come back home, or go on the road against the Ravens the following week. Might have something there. But yeah, one time for the fan. We love talking Falcons football with everybody. Last thing, let's wrap it up. What do the Falcons need to do to beat the Chargers, Chase?
Well, I'll say, as we've done all year, we need to run the football. We got to come out, run the football. If CP's back, get him started. I don't say overuse CP because you have Huntley and Algier in the backfield. Defensive wise, we've got to stop the pass. I do believe their receiver 1 has been banged up. I don't think he plays Sunday, but that should be to our advantage. We have to use that to an advantage. So, got to get sacks, man. I need AK to get a sack. AK's got to get back there for me. Hawkins, I'd like to see a solid performance from Hawkins on his game back. Special teams, we got to be smart too on when to let a kick go back instead of trying to run it back. You got to play a full game.
One time for the fan. Chase giving y'all his thoughts of what the Falcons need to do to beat the Chargers on Sunday. Boo Man shouted, what do the Falcons need to do to beat the Chargers on Sunday? Chat, chime in. What do the Falcons need to do to beat the Chargers on Sundays?
Well, I know they're gonna run. I say another passing game like Mariota just had. You got to be dynamic and give them something to confuse the defense. And I would say pass defense has to step up big this game. They do it. I think the Chargers do a lot of what is our weakness, which is dump the ball to one of the most dynamic running backs in the league right now. So they like to throw the Eckler, in the flats and let them just do the rest. So we're just gonna have to. Our linebackers gonna have to step up, and we're still banged up in the secondary. So we're gonna have to get to that quarterback, like you said. AK, we need AK to do one hell of a game this week, and I need a sack out of Grady too, man. So as long as Grady have a great game and come up the middle, we'll flush the pocket. But we just gotta be mindful of young quarterbacks like to just sling the ball. So I mean, Herbert's not gonna be scared to, let it fly, interception or not. I'm just letting you know. So he's gonna let it fly, and we just gonna have to be. We just gotta play good pass defense coming this Sunday.
That is true. Chase, Boo Man. Love that take right there about what the Falcons need to do to beat the Chargers on Sunday. The professor, Bodie's something to say. Just gonna wait for him to call Mike.
We test that secondary, like I said, the best corner went out for the year. So need to see what they got. See if they can handle it. Throw some shit out there. He loved Bird right now. Apparently, he's throwing picks straight, trying to throw it to Bird. I mean, good God, both of them picks was going deep to Bird. You gotta be better than that.
Yeah, London right there. Like
that's the
I'm
thing.
6'5", bro. I'm 6'5".
Exactly. I'll send London on that damn route. Just throw it up. Test their secondary. See how they react. I know he ain't gonna gunsling it, but shit, he tried last game. Run the ball. That's evident. I mean, we're gonna do that. Run the piss out the ball. And I need Mariota to go mistakeless. He can't make a mistake because more than likely their quarterback won't. I mean, he's a good quarterback, very good quarterback. He got to match that. And he ain't gonna match him probably in passing yards or whatnot, but you got to match. Can't be the reason we lose. You really got to play. I need a 13 or 16 game from Mariota. Probably got to run the ball.
3-1 at home, guys. 3-1 at home.
Did it.
That's a big fact. 3-1 at home.
Oh, X Factor. I'll give you my X Factor real quick. It's Mariota, bro. He got him not make mistakes like I did. Yeah, he can't make mistakes. He's the X Factor, the guy. He ain't got to go for 253 like he did last week, but shit.
Just mistake-free football.
Just be smart, bro. Just be smart.
He's some good play calling Sunday too.
Didn't he fumble? Yeah. Didn't he fumble one Sunday? Or he picked it up quickly?
Yeah, he fumbled, but I think he picked it up real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, from the snap.
Yeah, I think so. He definitely fumbled. I do remember it.
X Factors, Boo Man, Chase for Sunday?
I think my X Factor on defense, I would say, would be Michael Walker. He's going to get challenged a lot. Hold on, I got a child calling my name. But Michael Walker is my X Factor on defense. And offense, Mariota, definitely Mariota. Let's play a solid game.
Chase, X Factor on Sunday?
X Factor for me on defense, like Boo Man said, I had to go Walker. You're the main spot on defense. You hold us down. As far as offense,
I'm gonna say Kyle Pitts, man. I think Kyle Pitts breaks out. He's broke out every game in the Benz this year. I think Kyle Pitts shows out.
One time for the fan. X factors for me. Might go ahead and wrap it up here. You gonna name out any players? I'm gonna name it out. Your defense, like Blue Man said, this kid is not afraid to throw the ball. They drafted this kid for a reason. He's showing up like a Josh Allen. Hell, you just played a Joe Burrow a couple weeks ago. This is pretty much down the same line of where you're going when you play Cincinnati. This kid will throw. He will try his best to make receivers out of people that are not receivers. From fullback to the tight ends to hell, even Austin Eckler. That's the guy's name, right? Eckler?
Yeah, Eckler.
You gotta watch for the check down. The defense has to be prepared. The secondary has to be prepared. This kid wants to go for 300 yards. He's gonna look at the Cincinnati tape and say, "Oh, I can do that."
Most
and
definitely.
some quarterbacks in the league do that. Josh Allen. Who's another quarterback that's doing it right now? Hell, what's his name?
Patrick Mahomes.
Matthew Stafford. Patrick Mahomes. You got to watch out for certain quarterbacks that can just throw the ball on you all day consecutively. One little run,
not
draw
scared
here.
either.
Yeah, not say it again, Bodie.
I was saying not scared either.
Not scared. A little draw route here and there, a little inside give on the shotgun. But when he's lining up, he's like, "Oh, I'm finna sling the fuck out of this."
Justin Herbert is going to come out. Man broke his ribs in the game and came out still threw a touchdown. So I mean, he's young and he's going to fight to the end. So defense gonna have to be ready. He's going to challenge us.
Yeah.
Falcon fans, be prepared for Sunday. But yeah, the defense is part of my X factor too. That goes for that secondary because you're going up against a guy who wants to sling the ball. And then your running backs. Run the piss out that ball. Otherwise, than Derwin James, and don't forget they have Bosa and Khalil Mack over there too as well.
Yeah.
So you have to run the ball. You have to get that egg set. You got to make sure you take Khalil off the ball. You got to make sure you take Bosa off the ball. Some way, somehow, you got to be very creative on Sunday. You got to make sure you keep Mariota clean. You want to move the chains. You want to get some touchdowns. Red zone has to be efficient. You have to do good in the red zone because this is a team that's going to put up points on you. Go back and watch the Raiders versus the Chargers. The last time Mariota faced them, it was like a 38 to 40 something game. Like it's just back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So secondary got to be ready. Hopefully it's not a Cincinnati game, but I think the team is playing well. 3-1 at home. Let's go out there and get it. Run the ball. Keep Mariota clean. And let's get Justin Herbert on the ground. Because a lot of fantasy owners are going to sit out there and say, "Oh shit, Herbert versus the Falcons, starting Herbert." Can't have that. You want fantasy owners to say, "Damn it, why the hell did I pick Herbert today?" Because the Falcons are getting like 4 or 5 picks on them. Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, defense, step up. Cornell Armstrong, D. Alford, step up. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. One time for the fan. We love talking Falcons football. It's time to get up out of here. Esports team is texting the shit out of me like, "Where you at? 12 minutes till kickoff.
Oh, come on.
12 minutes till match time, bro." God.
Come on, bro.
30 seconds
Time
till
to go play FIFA.
Damn. Cricket do it at 9:47, Chase. God, Cricket said, "Ha. I see your data plan. What you been running for?
No more
38 minutes?
anytime.
Nope.
Minutes. Yeah. Nope. Done. Get him out of here.
They got you, man. They got you. Bosa not playing until maybe December. Is he injured? Have we found an injury report on the Chargers?
I think he is hurt.
Is Bosa still hurt?
He is.
He was hurt like week 2, wasn't he? Is he back?
Bosa's out.
Good. That's
Still,
Myles Garrett right there for you.
That's the
Gotta
thing.
get
Nobody mentioned Khalil Mack. Good God.
That's the thing. Yeah, you got Khalil Mack on that defense.
I mean, he is an animal. He's probably the best pass rusher in the league, the strongest MNF in the league. Like, dude is an animal. You cannot let Khalil Mack get your ass.
Yeah,
right.
We got the double. We got to do what we got to do. But he is a freak of nature.
Get the ball out.
Get it out of there.
One time for the fan. Chase, Bodie, Boo Man.
I can't even hear nothing.
Appreciate everything y'all done today. Is that? Oh, okay. I'm about to say. God, I don't know if you look behind him, but it looked like Ron was standing behind him for a minute with the work shirt. I was like, that's what I said, who is that? I look back there. I saw the dude standing right there like Michael Myers with a work shirt. Like,
he's like, what are you doing?
Third shit.
He's like, what are you doing?
So this what you do on your breaks?
Get back here and dust these chairs.
The man had a stick like this, pressing the red button on the phone. End call.
Like, oh,
you
shit.
telling them folks, you telling them people your name Boo Man? Maurice.
I just don't understand.
Yeah. There you go. Sheesh. Hey, man, let's get to the shout out.
Yeah,
man. See, I can have a good. What happened?
You can't hear? You can't hear?
I
still can't hear.
Yeah, you gotta pay the rest of that bill. You can't pay partial
read my lips. Anytime minutes. That's a plan.
God. Hey, you gotta buy when you get the calling card, get the one with the red sticker, not the gray one.
The $55 card.
Woman over there like a translator, like he on a Zoom meeting.
Like,
oh man.
He gave me here.
like,
where's the store? Which way is the store? Man. Hey y'all, hey, we having too much fun. Shout out to Boo Man. God damn it. Shout out Bodie so we can get up out of here. Bodie Chase.
right,
Go ahead, buddy.
All right, man. Yeah. Shout out Boo Man because he can't hear shit right now. And that's fucking hilarious. Shout out to chat. Man.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Jeff Wolf because he is roasted.
Shout out to Flip, man. He cleaned up all those spills on 392 the other day. Bo, shout out to your barber. I think he out for the season.
Not DMP.
Recommend your barber to.
Not IR. The boys in the shop is on IR.
You got that good fade.
I'm
I still can't hear that y'all say, but Jeff Wolf, I owe you 2 jokes. I can't hear nothing, so I'm about to get up out of here.
Boo Man, shout out.
I can see. Oh, tight.
No.
Yeah. First of all, get that bucket off of your head. I don't know what. Get that boy.
Shout out.
What is, bruh? What
Shout
movie?
out.
What movie are you auditioning for? What is that on your head? That boy got that Martin Lawrence, but that thing all the way on here.
Hey, he like my Adidas.
Yeah. That boy looking like LeBron. That boy's over here like this. He looking to see. Let me get the Grey Goose. That one right there in the middle. Yeah, that one right there. The one with the lemon. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Boo Man.
Y'all's ruthless.
Sheesh. All right, man. Let's get to the shout out so we can go. Chase.
Yeah, man. Shout out everybody in the chat tonight that rocked with us today. Shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to Sunday's Dub taking first place in the NFC South, man. Feels good. Shout out to y'all boys. Shout out Boo Man. Shout out Jeff Wolf. Let's do this thing, man.
Hey, one time for the fan. Bodie, you had any more shout outs before Boo Man? Boo Man thought he was on hold with the operator. I guess he was unmuted.
Yeah. Hey man, tell Boo Man to send a telegram and fix his shit. Shout out to shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all coming in with them fire takes. I'm gonna go through after the show and respond to you guys and whatnot. Shout out to One Time for the Fan. You know, we just here just telling it like it is. We ain't bashing nobody. We ain't saying we tried. We ain't saying nothing. Nothing like that. We just some true fans trying to uplift the fan base and get some new chants in the goddamn bins.
That's it. That's all.
Shit. We need somebody, man. I'm telling y'all come with that chant. And somebody in here, I think it was Dre or somebody said they know the somebody who work at the stadium. We trying to really get a chant. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. I am. We gotta get something going that we can be proud of, you know what I'm saying, and get on folks' nerves, because we go to Chicago and they'll say that same shit over and over again and get on our nerves and get everybody out their way. So, but yeah, shout out to everybody, y'all. Falcons, rise up.
One time for the fan. Shout out to them Hawks. Big win over the Knicks.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes,
win.
sir.
You can yell F Trey Young all you want, but Trey Young lighting y'all ass up every damn game.
Every
Shout out
game.
to the Hawks. 112-99. Big win for the Hawks. And of course, this weekend, them dogs.
Hey man, shout out to them dogs.
Big
They
game
gotta
for them
handle
dogs. Committee. I don't know what the hell y'all thinking, but you just made the dogs even more.
I don't want it.
You
I
just
don't
made
give a
the
fuck about
dogs
none of that
even
shit.
more mad to go into
I
this
hope
game and
we
get
go
a
out
dub
there
on
and
Saturday.
beat the shit out of Tennessee, personally.
One time for the fan. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the Falcon fans. Everybody out there trying to do the best they can to uplift the fan base. One time, of course, for Terry Fontenot. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Bodie. One time for Chase. One time for Boo Man Shouted. Des Dollars wherever he's at. All the subscribers. One time for everybody supporting. One time for the fan. I'm your host, Jack Spade. We gonna be back on Sunday. Falcons gonna come away with a win, and we gonna talk about it. Time to go play some esports.
Yeah.
One
Rise up,
time
rise up.
for
Think
the
about
fan.
that Duke Riley signing, man. He might help us.
Not the Duke.
Shit.
One time for the fans. See y'all Sunday. 8:30. Depends on how we win. Depends on how we turn up. That's another thing too. We win, we turn up. Sometimes the 8 might turn to 8:30, might turn to 9. Man, alcohol start flowing. Man, we victory. we trying to party out here.
On that shine.
We on that shine.
On that shine.
You know what it is. You know what to do. You know where to find us. One time for the fan. I'm your host, Jack, for Chase, for Boo Man, Bodie, Kevin, George, whatever that guy's name is. We'll see y'all back Sunday at 8.
See y'all, man.
One
Appreciate
time for
y'all.
the fan. Yeah.